Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, then click all. Thanks. Hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, I am here to test out some cheaper black gels and we're going to see how they foil. Okay, and the foil that I'm going to be using is from Moyra. I'll have a link to the foil in the description box below. I'm a firm believer that if you have a good thin foil, that any black gel should foil for you, any black art gel. So yeah, we're gonna test these out. I have LV Mei, I have a Canny Gel, and then one is just like a generic black gel that I bought a couple years ago from eBay. So yeah, so let's get started. I have 3 swatch sticks here, and what I did was I stamped an image onto the swatch sticks. And now I'm going to take the black gel and go over it and then foil it. And I believe this plate was from Moyra. I'll try to link it in the description box below so you can check that out too. I'm working with the LV Mei gel first. And as you can see, there's the stamped image and you need a fine liner brush. And what I do is, just like I told you, I take the black gel and I trace all of the stamping. That's it. I just trace over it and I don't cure it until it's all traced. For the purpose of the video, I'll just do half of the image right here, tracing it with a black gel, and then I cured it for 30 seconds and I let it cool down, and now I'm going to foil it and you're going to see how it does. Now remember, this is the LV Mei and this is working really good. Just look how good that looks. And again, you just press the foil down and you just rotate the foil so you're using a different part of the foil each time. And when I say I cure it for 30 seconds, I cure the black gel for 30 seconds. And you can check it, poke it just a little bit to see if it's soft. And if it's soft, then you need to probably cure it for another 10 seconds. So maybe 40 seconds of cure time with the black gel, and then you let it cool down for another 30 seconds. And I feel like it just makes it tackier. And then you just start your foiling. So I would say that LV Mei is a good one to use for this technique. So it passes. Here's another up close look at the LV Mei. And like I said, it passes. It did great. Now it's time for the black Canny Gel. Same thing. Just take the gel and trace over the stamped image. I really like this technique. I really like the fact that you can use a stamped image. Any part of the image, stamp it on your nail. Remove what you don't want. If you're stamping over gel, that's not a problem. And trace it, foil it, and you've got a beautiful design. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to show of the Canny one. So let's foil it. I talked about this earlier and I'm going to show you this. So what I do is I cure it for 30 seconds, okay? Take it out of the lamp and then I take this little needle tool and I push on it. Make sure that it's not really soft. If it is kind of soft and feels like, you know, it's gushy, then that means it's not cured all the way. What I do is I stick it back in the lamp for another 10 seconds and then it should be ready to foil. All right, now it's time to foil this Canny Gel. We're using gold again, and look at that. Did you see that? That is just, that was perfect. That worked great. Just look how easy that works. Canny is another good one. And wow, it's just amazing. I can't believe that. That's a good one. Yeah, it is. Beautiful. I want to give you another tip. Now, if you did your foiling and you got bits of foil where you don't want them, just come in with a Q-tip dipped in isopropyl alcohol and remove those. You can also use something smaller than a Q-tip because, as you can see, I'm rubbing off some of the foil that I don't want to take off. So I think there's smaller little Q-tips and ones that are pointed that you could use. So just be careful. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to try this one. This was just one black gel that is a very generic one, and I got it in a set of like 12. So yeah, same thing. Just trace it, and then we'll cure it, and foil it. All right, so here we go with the foil. That's pretty good too. Look at that. Not bad at all. It's working pretty good. Yeah, I think that works good too. I'm impressed by that one because, you know, that's one of the cheaper no-name brand ones. I mean, it's not as good quality as the Canny or the LV Mei, but it did great. I'm impressed. Okay, so I did some more tracing with this generic brand, and I wanted to do a little bit more foiling on here and see how it works, because I'm so impressed with this cheaper one. I mean, this is the cheapest quality one, and it's working. So you just look at that. You know, I think a lot of this has to do with the foil. And I really do say, if you had one of those cheaper foils from eBay that was really stiff and that you had to clean the back and all that, none of these would probably work that well. So I think it's the quality of foil that you use too. Just look how beautiful that looks. That is the end of the video, and I do think that all three of these black gels did foil very well. I think the LV Mei gel worked a lot better because I think the consistency is thicker than the other two, and I was able to get my lines a lot thinner. And then I think the second place one would be this one right here, this generic one. It has a name on it called Lacree Reth or something like that, but that one did very well too. It was a little bit thinner but thicker than the Canny. The Canny, I think out of all three of these, I do say that it was thinner. Okay, thinner in consistency meant that it was spreading out when I was using it on the swatch stick. So the lines got a little bit thicker, and I think it was less pigmented too. But you know what? It did do the job. You just have to make sure you keep your lines very thin, okay? That pretty much concludes the test that I wanted to do using my 3 cheapest black gel paints to foil with. Now, my own personal opinion about all this is I think it really depends on the foil that you use. I really like Moyra's foil because it's very thin and it releases on the slightest amount of stickiness. It's great quality foil, and I think it would work with a lot of black gel paints out there. Now, if you were to take that cheap foil from eBay, that cheap gold or silver foil from eBay that comes in those little canisters, you know what? I can't guarantee that this technique would work for you using these black gel paints. But I know if you had Moyra foil, it would definitely work. So yeah, I swear by Moyra foil. I just wanted to give you one last up close look at these swatch sticks. Just look at that beautiful foil technique. Everything looks so beautiful. I really love this technique. Hopefully you'll give it a try. If you want to purchase some Moyra foil, look in the description box below and it will tell you how to purchase it there. In an upcoming video in the future, I will be trying out Moyra's own black foiling gel with their foils. So be watching for that. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!